We are back, and yes, I said we because it's not just me that makes a team, but it's us, both of us, all of us together. I'm back with the Vertex in Capricorn. Wow. So, what should I say about this? With the Vertex and Capricorn, yes, it's true, dolls. That means that the anti-Vertex is in Cancer. Oh, and by the way, I have put on my channel a video explaining the Vertex. You just have to go check it out. I try to put the link below. However, what I found out is that there were a few adjustments made, and in order to search a Vertex, you have to actually go to Google, click Vertex calculator, put your birth information in there, okay? Because I put that you have to use the Cafe Astrology site, but it's the Vertex. I'm not finding it on there anymore. So Google Vertex calculator, put your birth information, and you'll be able to find your Vertex, okay? So Vertex in Capricorn. Here, these with this placement, yes, there's a lot of emphasis on family, tradition, security, just going about life based on the way that one feels, right? So with this placement, it's more about kind of just living and let live. It's more about not having an overall focus, but every day is an experience, following the feelings, being intuitive, being sensitive, being artistic. This placement is very good with business as well, or can be, but it's just more about tradition. A lot of times you can see Vertex and Capricorn people to where they depend a lot on their family, and their family depends a lot on them. But I have seen, like when we're talking about Cancerian energy, I have seen Cancers to where sometimes they could feel isolated from their family as well, depending on if they were certain aspects that played out in the family unit, like depending on like how they were raised and certain experiences they had, whether they were harsh. But it doesn't matter, because the people that they end up close with, a lot of times, those would be who they consider their family. Okay, so the Vertex in Capricorn could be extremely sensitive, even shy a lot of times, and really want to choose to deal with people that they're more comfortable with. So being comfortable is a way to go, and they're less interested in just, unless there's other placements in the chart that kind of contradicts this, but for the most part, overall, the Capricorn Vertex individuals are usually more into are more dependent, and people been dependent on them, and highly sensitive, sticks to more of things that are familiar with them. So coming out of certain patterns and routines could be a bit hard. Now, this cannot, I think this is just really the energy when dealing with the Capricorn Vertex, because if you think about anything dealing with Capricorn, it's mostly, it can be very structured and stubborn, right? It can be very structured and stubborn, but I feel like for the Capricorn Vertex, it's more about not succumbing to the feelings and the sensitivities, understanding that in life is could be hard sometimes. Life is not just a, go by what your feelings are and take every day as an experience. It's more about finding a focal point. Capricorn Vertex is more about finding an overall focus to project your energy towards, right? So taking the slow, methodical route, is the best route. The safe route is the best route. Okay, you can always create a pathway towards something different, towards something new, if you'd like, especially if your chart has placements to where you're a little bit more future oriented, advanced, energetically, to where you're not dealing with the tried and the true and the conventional, because Capricorn could be very conventional. Okay, but this is more about having a plan, executing that plan, making something like creating foundations, making something that lasts for a very long time. This can even be like the backbone of the family. This can even be like setting up a business that you can pass down to your children, your children's children. Okay, this is about breaking family patterns and creating massive security for yourself. And I'm talking that could last longer than just your generation, for generations to come. People with Capricorn Vertex, please look into doing something like this, even starting, just in case like it's something that you don't really finish. You can finish it because your chart is directing you there. But it depends on how early in life you start, how late in life you start, what it is that you're trying to overall, what's your end result, okay? Because remember, Capricorn is looking for what is my overall goal, how do I execute it, where do I want to be at? So getting a clear understanding of that, working hard. So you will have to set aside time lots of time. I would say lots of time, but at least balance, right? To put towards working on your goals, towards building relationships, building foundations, building security. So a lot of people with the Vertex and Capricorn, if you feel like you're always being challenged security wise, whether it be financially, but it doesn't have to be financially, it can be in other ways. Anything that you feel like makes you feel secure, if that's being challenged, this is saying and suggesting that you set up foundations, you set up goals, you set up projects, you set out to do the path that is going to promise security for you, right? So this could be for some of you guys attending school and like going the long haul, becoming a doctor. This could be for some of you guys starting a mom and pop business and then continuing on and seeing how much you can expand the businesses that you have, like starting with a business in one city, then making it into another city. Like I see this with people that own salons too. Like they'll start a salon, hire people, move to another location, open that up, working until they move that up, hire people there. Though, like creating multiple lines of income, things of that nature. You can do this even with dance, like dance studios. You can do this with anything, any organization, any topic, anything that you choose to. In today's world, we can go towards the online approach to start things off, right? But you don't have to stick to that, because I know places right now that are open and running for business. And yes, I'm recording this during COVID-19. But my overall point is, even you working towards something, and using your emotions and sensitivity to go towards something more structured and promising, right? So here we have people that's supposed to take the energy of their charts and structure the energy of their chart to build long-term investment, long-term approach. And while you're on the long-term road, don't underestimate the fact that you will have blessings coming in out of nowhere that you could just add into your repertoire. you know? So just keep that in mind. But definitely the Vertex in Capricorn is here to build, structure, and execute goals and plans. So think about what your plan is. Think about a serious goal that you want to accomplish, okay? And start working towards building that. And it could be towards relationships, building secure relationships with your other family members, but they're going to, instead of you being a support system emotionally, a lot of times you could be the support system as far as where people can definitely come and lean on you or come and utilize your resources and things of that nature. I know you guys are probably like, okay, no. But it'll be usually people that you want to provide this stuff for, okay? And you can start small. I'm telling everybody and most people that I come across at this point in time, start with your children. Help them build something long-term for themselves. If you're at the age where you're like, okay, well, I don't know about going towards that direction, but you can put that energy and invest that energy and instill that energy towards creating new patterns for your children and their children or your grandchildren. So remember, never feel defeated and never feel like you're too old to live out what your chart is saying or what your true path is. You can find joy, you can find fulfillment now. So pick projects that take time for you to build. Even if you want to start something, it doesn't even have to be a business or anything, but it could be a project that you work towards that takes a while to complete, or it takes you putting in hard work to complete. As you build, you will feel like your emotions are being secured, right? As you build, you'll start coming up with new ideas, and you might even come up with an idea to birth something that you can make money. You can utilize it to make money for yourselves and things of that nature. But remember, keywords: build, strategize, overall plan, and goal. Okay, and actually work towards completing them.